I am doing, this is actually my final project for English 200. I have to do our classes revolving entirely around mythology and oral tradition, so I have to do an oral presentation with a bunch of people I don't know. And what better way to do it than hijacking your friend's English course? So I will be telling the Cherokee tale of the creation of the first strawberry. My reference book for this is Tell Me a Story, Aunt Mary. It was a book I picked up a long time ago on a family trip to the Great Smoky Mountain region. So yeah, so here we go. So first man and woman are created. They got put in the Great Smoky Mountain region. They were learning, building how to build a home, gathering what foods to gather and everything. Everything was going great. Until one day, for some odd reason, instead of the husband getting up and making arrowheads and going about business as normal, and the wife going and just cleaning around the house as normal, she got angry and stormed out of the house and slammed the door behind her. Husband didn't think anything of it. He's like, huh, she must be mad, okay. And he didn't think about anything about it until a little while later when he turned around and asked her to get him something. And he knows she wasn't there. It's like, okay, where'd she go? So he walked around and looked around the house, couldn't find her, looked outside and saw her far off in the distance climbing a mountain. He must go, huh, she must really be mad if she's that far off already. Well, I better start after her. So he starts after her, but he's confused and he doesn't understand why she's mad, and he stumbles upon a rock. And he calls out to the Great Spirit, Great Spirit, help me, please. She's getting away from me and I need help. He responded, so what'd you do? Why is she mad? Oh, I don't know. Are you sure you didn't do something? I don't know. Why are you speaking in riddles? Just help me get her back, please. Okay. Now sit over there. You need some rest. Just sit over there and rest a little bit and then start after her. I'll try to slow her down some. So Great Spirit goes and he catches up with her and he goes, how should I get her to slow down? So he first tries, I'm going to put a serviceberry bush in front of her. And he makes this big, huge serviceberry bush just grow real quick, and it puts all the flowers and everything on it. It's this beautiful, lush bush. That'll slow her down. She didn't even slow down. She just kept storming. I'll try putting berries on it. Then she'll have to stop it, and she'll want to stop and grab a handful to eat, and she'll have to slow down. So he puts berries on it. Nope. Just pushes them away, keeps going. How about I try some huckleberry bushes? So he puts a bunch of huckleberry bushes in her path. Nope, that didn't even slow her down either. She had no interest in stopping and picking any berries at all to eat. He's like, how about blackberry bushes? Those will catch her, and she'll have to slow down because they'll tear at her clothing. Nope, she just kept storming right along. She got even more mad because she had thorns tearing at her clothes and arms down. So she just kept marching along. So the Great Spirit thought to herself, maybe I should put something that she hasn't seen before. Make curiosity peak. That's how you always get a woman to slow down and stop and think. They put something new in front of them. So he thought, he's like, in order to get her to slow down and stop, I must also make her look down to remind her with humility. So he thought, and he decided to create a new plant. And he put little plants on the ground in front of her, little leaves and little white beautiful flowers covering a little red fruit shaped like a heart. And she's storming along, and all of a sudden she steps on one of these little fruits. And the smell, this very sweet smell, comes up to her nose, and she's like, wait, I don't recognize that. And so she stops. She's looking around, she looks down by her feet, and even to look at the fruit, she has to bend her head and kneel down, even just to look at the fruit. So she kneels down and she pushes back the leaf, and there's this little tiny red fruit that's shaped like a heart. And she forgets why she's angry. And she starts picking these berries, and she tries them. And she's like, oh, this is awesome, this is sweet and everything. And she starts thinking, I should pick some of these and take them home to my husband, and we can have them as part of our supper. So she starts picking berries, and she starts picking only the biggest and the largest berries. And the Great Spirit sees this, and he starts making the berries actually grow back towards her home. So she's going along, she's picking berries, and she doesn't have a basket, so she grabs some leaves off the poplar trees and stores berries in. And she just keeps soon she looks up and sees her husband coming towards her. And she doesn't even say anything. She just grabs one of the biggest berries that she has in her hand, in her leaf, and she pops it in his mouth. And he doesn't say anything at it. They both start kneeling down and just keep picking berries. And he thinks to himself, I should take some of these plants and plant them back at our house so we have our own plot. And so he grabs some plants and everything, and they start going back towards the home. And she's just normal again, and she's like, oh, I'll make for dinner, trying to figure out what she's going to make for dinner using these berries. And they get back to the house, and the husband stops outside to put the plants in the ground so they have their own patch. And she goes in the house, and she's thinking to herself, why was I angry? Why would I give up everything I have worked so hard for to build? And she's like, And then she's looking around trying to figure out, how am I going to make these berries stay? Because she notices the berries are fragile. How will I make these berries last more than one day so we can have more than just on the day that we pick them? And she looks around, and she sees a jar of honey. So she's like, I could put the berries in there, and it'll preserve them and protect them. And so she did that. And to this day, every good Cherokee wife keeps a jar of preserved berries and honey to remind them about the fragility of their household and the power of their anger. Any questions?
Why was she mad again?
Would you shut the door? No. She
Don't
just got
think it
mad.
really matters.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's not the moral of the
Say,
story.
we all know that both men and women sometimes get mad for no reason whatever.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who knows? Maybe she just didn't feel like cleaning the house that
Maybe
day.
it's that time.
Maybe she was hungry.
Oh yeah, maybe she was hungry.
Yeah. Isn't that like the main mystery women know that men always complain about? I don't understand.
So you completely made that up on your own?
No, it's a story out of Aunt Mary Tell Me a Tale.
Okay.
Which is a collection of traditional Cherokee legends and tales as told by Mary Almer Chilkowski.
Okay.
Very, as you can tell, this is a very
That
well
sounds like
book.
an interesting ethnic combination. A Cherokee and a Pollock.
Yeah, I've always been interested in Cherokee legends and that. And Cherokee were the first tribe to create their own written language, and their Sequoia created the first written Native American language, pretty much in response to missionaries and Europeans degrading them.
Do you have Cherokee roots yourself?
I do not. We have family legends that claim we have some type of Native American background, but I've never actually been able to find concrete proof, so
I
that's
got
not
the same
hesitant to actually
problem.
claim it.
That's a hard thing that most people.
Yeah, and actually Cherokee's one of the most common ones for people to claim also, because it was considered one of the civilized tribes, and so there was a lot of intermarrying in that amongst European settlers, along with free African Americans during pre-Civil War and during that time period. So they were there was a lot of trading that was done between colonists and Cherokee nations, and yeah.
Very cool.
Also the main tribe that people think about during the Trail of Tears, which there's actually stories in here about that too, so.
I'm sure there are stories about the Trail of Tears.
Yeah.
Someone else had a comment just now? I feel like that story that you just told, a lot of times, with fairy tales, you see the same story told across cultures in different ways. Like for example, Cinderella, there's like 700 versions of it. And I've heard that version of that story elsewhere. Maybe I've read it to Sam or something, but I always found that to be fascinating, even, when things were in oral traditions, that they were still told
The Grimm
in different
brothers had a
versions.
couple of somewhat similar ones.
Yeah.
And angry wife is a fairly common trope all through the cultures.
Can't imagine why, and I probably wrote it down because they were scared. They were like, don't do this, it sounds like you're mad.
Yes.
And like in this story, he's like, I don't know what I did. Are you sure? Help me.
Could still be applied in today, right? Okay. Well, thank you, Elizabeth.
Thank you.